to run commercials.
So we would come here quite a bit to film these commercials. We capture all the footage here at EA, and like one night we would always work late. So one night it was dark and we were driving back from EA to our hotel to sleep for the night, and I was driving like on this small kind of back road to get back to the hotel because there was construction on the interstate because there's always construction here apparently, and I almost ran over an alligator. I was like, that is like the most stereotypical, offensive Florida thing I can think of, is to joke about almost running over an alligator, and I almost ran over an alligator. I had to swerve very severely to avoid it, and I heard from people who are local that you do not want to hit an alligator.
Well, that's like the same thing if people talk about if a deer hits your car, it's like if that destroys your car.
Yeah, well apparently...
I've hit a few deer. Car's fine. Sure, it's fine.
Apparently alligators are so like tough, their skin is that if it gets under your car, it just rips everything
tough
apart.
nails, dude.
Yeah. It's like, they're basically dinosaurs.
Alligator is essentially a pussy crocodile. Crocodiles
are
tough.
Okay, crocodiles are tough, but
alligator's like a less tough version of a crocodile. You put an alligator and a crocodile together, crocodile's gonna win 99 times out of 100.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Then why do they have Gatorland and not Crocland here?
Because it's an alligator area, not crocodile area.
We don't have crocodiles. You do
They
have
do have
crocodiles.
crocodiles, yeah.
Because they're so dangerous, they can't have a crocodile win. Too many people die.
You're changing your story. You're all over the place here, Geoff.
That's the byline of Geoff. He's changing his story.
Killing time, Gus.
Killing me. Okay.
Get it out.
Yeah. Like you said, the Crocs are where it's at. It's more dangerous, and they have the worst shoes.
I was like, I feel like in Australia, the thing that you run into is running into the kangaroos. Sorry.
What is this?
Apparently they're so fucking ripped and full of muscle that if you hit them, they're fine. They just hop away, but they'll have like killed everybody in the car, which I think is the most metal shit ever.
Is that your workout goals?
Hey, real quick, Blaine, how old are you?
I just turned 28.
Congratulations. The other one, John, how old are you?
33.
Cool. You were smarter at that age, right?
Oh shit!
33. That would have been.
I think we were in the middle of building the empire that granted you jobs. Yeah.
It's funny how I just reached out for all that work you did, and now I have a job.
Appreciate it.
It's called drafting. You just let us break wind and you get right behind us. Did I say that weird?
It works for me.
I've only just now overcome my intimidation of Geoff. Gus, I feel like I've gotten like closer.
You farted on me like on day 2, dude.
Yeah. Wait, what? For whatever reason, Geoff, I've been like afraid of for the last few years.
You know, I hear that a lot from different people at Rooster Teeth. I gotta be honest, I kind of liked it. But as I'm learning that people like Blaine and there are some others are getting over their fear, I wish people would go back to being scared. I don't know what, not you specifically, you're fine.
Okay.
But people,
You're great.
People in general.
But other people, yeah. Because when people are comfortable talking to you, they're comfortable asking for shit.
Right.
A lot of people ask for shit.
Yeah, I don't like that. You and I were having lunch yesterday, and someone from work messaged you, and then they called you.
Yes.
And you spent about 15 minutes on the phone with them.
I did.
Talking about something. And meanwhile, I finished my lunch and I was sitting there just twiddling my thumbs. And you hung up, and I looked at you and I said, why the fuck did you talk to that person for so long? Like, that was like the most asshole thing I think I've ever said.
I just busy business guy stuff.
It wasn't even that important. I was like, I can't believe you had a 15-minute conversation about that. It was like nothing.
Most of my life is that. Just long conversations about shit that can be handled over email.
I hate that.
I do too.
I wish that, like when someone calls you on the phone, obviously you have to talk to them, right? But
No, you don't have to answer.
well, I mean, if you answer the phone. But like we have that messaging client that we all use internally, and like my biggest pet peeve is when someone messages me and goes, hey, are you there? It's like, we're not on the phone, dude. This is time-shifted communication. If you're gonna message, it's like texting someone. You don't text, I mean, I guess some people text, hey, are you there? I hate that too. Just text what you're gonna text.
Yeah.
Send it, and then when I see it and process it, I will get you your response. If you need a response right now, come see me or call me.
We don't know where you are.
I do.
That's by design.
That's kind of by design.
I know, so then What are we supposed to do? You hide from us.
No, you send me a message and then I'll reply to it on my time. Don't you see what I'm getting at?
Okay.
Do you enjoy if I pop by and ask you questions personally, or would you prefer over digital?
I prefer over digital.
Okay.
Because like my problem is, I feel like when I talk to someone, they forget or they get it wrong. And then there's no like way to reference back to what we've already discussed. So I like having a trail, like
History.
Yeah, like if you forget, you don't have to ask me again. You can just look at what I've already written.
There were 2 separate incidents yesterday. One was at lunch, I think the other might have been at dinner or just dicking around. And where we were talking about something that happened in the past, and you said, I believe I have a record of that, let me check my phone. And you went back through old text and went, it was April 23rd.
Yeah. And I found one also that was like from last year. I think that was in November, and I looked, like, here it is.
You were telling me about a photo you took in Melbourne, Australia. You were asking me if I remembered a funny photo that from a sign we saw in 2004.
Yes.
By the way, 2005, 2004.
It was August of
It is factually accurate.
It is actually an important story.
And I was like, nah, I have no memory of that. And you said, I probably still have it. Hold on. And within 20 seconds, you had a photo from 2004 you could show me.
I like having records of stuff that I've talked about, especially because if it reinforces that I'm right. Like that's ultimately what it was. I got into a frivolous email argument, but not argument. I got into a frivolous email discussion with Bernie and some of the podcast producers the other day. And one of the producers came to me and go like, hey, do you really feel that strongly about the thing we're talking about? I said, no, I just want everyone to know that I'm right. Like I don't give a fuck one way or the other about what we're talking about. I just want it to be clear that I am right about this topic.
I completely understand that.
No, you like reference an old email or CC it or send screenshot and it's like, oh shit, like, yeah.
It's not even that you do it, I get that. It's just how your ability to reference it so quickly.
I'm organized.
Really?
Is that a crime?
No, why would it be a crime? I'm complimenting you.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's awesome.
You can't tell when Geoff is complimenting you. That's the problem.
I'm just feeling a little tapped, that's all.
Nice thing to a guy.
I'm just saying.
Impressed with you.
See, you
So
did it again.
I just know where all of my stuff is. I'm very particular about the way that things get handled.
Yeah.
You know that. We've been working together a long time.
Anybody else just want a sitcom of them two stuck in a house somewhere?
We used to live
We
together.
did. Do you know how the sitcom ended? I can tell you.
Could we
We
just-
lived together for 3 years. Gus walks in the front door. I go, hey Gus, this is when I was, before my life fell apart. So Griffin and I were still dating and she was pregnant. And we just found out she was pregnant. And the next day, I told my mom and then I told Gus.
I walked in.
I walked in, I said, hey Gus, can you sit down for a second? I got a cool thing I want to tell you. Griffin, I want to tell you something. And you go, and he sat down on the sofa and I said, I just want to let you know, Griffin and I are pregnant, we're going to have a baby. And Gus goes, I'm moving out. And he walked into his bedroom and shut the door. No congratulations, no, that's a bad idea. He just said, moving out.
I've gotten a
He's
lot.
gone in 3 weeks.
I've gotten a lot better about it, but when I was younger, it was definitely me before anybody else.
Yeah. So that's how that sitcom ended.
It was a wacky sitcom with many hijinks.
I respect that.
It was like when we were starting, when we were first doing Rooster Teeth, I didn't know how long it was going to last. And I was like the first one who didn't have a job. I was the first one who was doing Rooster Teeth stuff full time. So I was like, hey, can I live with you, Geoff? Like, I don't want to have to pay rent. I don't want to sign a lease. Like, I bought the cheapest, crappiest car I could because I didn't want to have a car payment. It's like,
You did.
I was hoping to have no debt or no obligation so that if it fell apart, it was like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just continue. I'll find a job and it'll just been a weird hiccup in my life.
Yeah.
But here we are telling stories about stuff we did 14 years ago, and there's still people, they're still turning away people at the door. When we were back, before we came out, we were like, oh, the room's not too big? I don't know, like, do you think anyone's gonna show up?
Yeah. I have another funny story from that era when we lived together.
All right.
Gus is so secretive.
Oh God, I hate the story.
I like to preface this by saying that I consider Gus to be my best friend, right? Gus and Gavin are my two best friends in the world, and Bernie too, I guess, a little bit. But, and we've been friends for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time.
Yes, it has.
And we've been in love with each other since almost the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, it was an immediate connection and friendship.
Sexual
And
chemistry.
it was just a beautiful, it's great.
You read them.
So we're living together at this point for like 2 years, maybe a year and a half. No, probably about 2 years.
It's like 2 years, yeah.
And I walk in, I leave work early one day, because before Rooster Teeth. I leave work early one day to come home, and Gus and some girl are in our house. And I feel like I've interrupted them. And they're not doing anything, clothes are on and everything.
We're watching anime.
Yeah, they're in the living room watching Sailor Moon or some shit.
I think we were watching Chobits. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. And I go, oh, I'm sorry. And Gus goes, oh, yeah, hey, Geoff, this is the girl's name. I won't say her name. But this is so-and-so. And I go, oh. And she goes, yeah, hi, I'm Gus's girlfriend. And I went, oh, okay. And I went, I wasn't aware of this. Interesting development. How long have you been dating? And she goes, I swear to Christ. She goes, about a year and a half. We lived and worked together. I saw him 18 hours a day.
I always was I operate, and I still to an extent, I operate under the presumption that you should have some secrets in your life. Even if that people close to, Esther's the only one who knows, like, everything about me. But I remember there was one time when you and Bernie wanted me to hang out. We were gonna go do something, and I was like, no, I can't, I've got plans. And they were like, no, it's gonna be fun, come do this thing. I was like, no, sorry, I can't, I've already got these plans already made. And so you guys, instead of doing what you were gonna do, you decided to follow me to see what my plans were. My plans were doing laundry. I went to a laundromat.
It was worse than that. I said, because once again, we live together, we're best friends. I go, oh, what are you doing? And you go, it's not, don't worry about it. And I go, oh, okay. And you go, oh, I don't know, are you hanging out with people? And he goes, yeah, I'm doing that. And I go, oh, who are you hanging out with? And he goes, you don't know. And I go, I know everybody you know. Every person on earth you know. Maybe you've been in your hometown.
You didn't know my girlfriend?
And so, we used to call it Secret Gus, and about once to twice a month, Secret Gus would show up and be mysterious. And
so when it's to the point where when I go to Sonic, I don't want to park near anybody because I don't want them hearing what I order.
I'm aware of how secretive you are, and there was one time I was heading to a...
I can read you very well, and I can tell when Gus doesn't want to be talked to and he wants to be alone. And I went, well, let me. 3 separate times.
I had no idea.
I was just in line behind you,
I had no idea.
Didn't want to bug you because I could tell you weren't in the mood.
If I didn't say hi, I had no idea you were there.
You didn't. I know you didn't know I was there. And I didn't want to bother you because I respect you.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's why I always do a non-committal engagement whenever I see you. I'll just be like, I guess. Wait, just respect space.
The worst was one time I ran into Brandon at the grocery store. And we were both coming down opposite ends of a grocery aisle. And we're like, oh, hey, you're here. Yeah, you're here. Well, this is awkward. Yeah. And then we left, but then we were both going in the same direction at the grocery store. So every aisle, we kept running into each other.
God, I thought that, you told me yesterday, you go to the same grocery store I do. I'm switching grocery stores. I'm going to Trader Joe's now instead of Whole Foods.
I'm not even joking. If that had happened with you and me, I would have just left my car.
That sounds like hell.
I don't need it, whatever it is, I don't need it that much.
Yeah, I would just tuck and roll out of there.
It was incredibly awkward. It was so weird. So the moral of the story is, don't worry if you're an awkward person, you'll be fine. Everyone will learn to work around you.
Yeah.
Geoff Goldblum's at MegaCon and Life Finds
That was okay. That was good.
Thanks.
We'll take it. We'll
We'll give you a thumbs up there, Blaine.
Do we want to talk about things that we're working on?
What are you working on?
Look, John, you got to think about it.
So what?
So we're doing pilot month right now, and I don't know if you guys have seen this stuff. We had branded achievement hunters.
Achievement Hunter.
Better drop that S.
No, it's like Achievement Hunter.
Achievement Hunter. And then coming out soon, you got
Murder Room coming out, which will be a new broadcast-produced game show. That's like
Well, assuming the pilot gets greenlit.
correct.
Point of pilot.
But there's a pilot made that was made by this, and it's a murder, like a whodunit kind of game show where the contestants will have to figure out the answer to a murder case.
That's you and I were on the.
Yeah, we were on the first episode, and we only have 30 minutes to figure it out.
I have admitted to Gus last night that I am jealous that I'm not in that show. I wanted to do that.
It's genuinely one of
And
those.
no one has expressed any interest in having me on it.
Well, we just done the pilot. We don't know if it's greenlit.
It got tested like 100 times before the pilot.
You want to waste
I
your
know
time?
because
Your time is so precious.
Yeah,
you're
that's it.
you're always bitching about how you're out of the office. You don't have time. You don't want to waste it. Would you want something that's not even going to get released to waste your time?
Yes.
No, he just wants to be able to complain that he didn't get it.
There you go.
That's also partially true.
More true.
Yeah, just,
So yeah, that's coming out I think at the end of the month, and
I think that's next week, like next Thursday.
Yeah.
What was this Thursday?
There's nothing this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird timing. I think next week is MDB animated. Oh, and
She was not happy with that.
$1 million, but you gotta leave the panel.
So
I would take it.
we have $15. $15. 15 minutes left. If you want to do 15 minutes of Q&A, or
What were we still talking about
Keep
Thursday?
rolling.
We got nothing else to talk about.
You got nothing else?
I thought we went through all the pilots.
You did like a rebranding of On the
We just did a
Spot.
whole new thing with On the Spot. We sent On the Spot to hell. Figured it was the only logical progression for the show. So instead of getting canceled, it was damned to, Hades. So the whole season will be set in hell, and I loved it. We did the first episode this week, and it seemed like
The whole season is going to be a shtick where you're...
the whole season we're in hell. The sets
That's
changed.
just the show.
That's just the show.
No, that's for the contestants.
Yeah. And we changed up the games a lot, did new rules and everything like that. So it was really fun. So I would recommend checking that out too.
And I will say, if anybody's not watching this season of Red vs. Blue, you should definitely catch up.
Man, Gus really wants you to watch it.
This weekend's episode might be my favorite episode of Red vs. Blue ever.
Is that the thing that happens?
Yes, it is the thing.
Cool. Yeah, thing happens.
So you should absolutely watch it this weekend.
Or not.
Or not, I'm not the boss of you.
It's true.
Whatever.
Do whatever the fuck you want. We don't care.
All right, now you want to do your thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to say we were running out of time if you want to do a Q&A.
All right, sure.
We don't have to.
Go on, 14
We can
minutes.
keep talking. We can
If
ban
anybody
15 minutes.
wants to ask a question, there's a mic there. You can get in line.
Microphone.
If you don't have a question, that's fine. We don't want to hear a long rambling story.
Jeff, can you talk more about that animator you're doing?
I wasn't calling you yet.
Always
I'm still
Sunny
talking.
guy?
I was still talking.
What's the question?
We didn't hear it.
We didn't hear it.
Well, I really didn't hear the question, sir.
Can you talk more about that animated that you're working on with the Always Sunny in Philadelphia guy? Because I think
Yeah.
we're really excited about
I
that.
am really excited about it.
What's that thing called, Jeff?
It's called Spike Face.
What's it about?
I don't know how much has been revealed, but I'll tell you that it's a animated horror comedy.
Okay.
That is produced by Rooster Teeth and produced by Rob McElhaney, the creator of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and two of his very talented writers, Ty and Geoff with a G, who I instantly like, at least taller than me. Other than that, it's pretty cool.
How long have you been working on that?
We started working on that, I want to say last August.
Okay.
Would you
So-
consider yourself friends with Rob? Do you have his phone number?
I've met him twice, and he was lovely.
But
But no, I wouldn't consider us to be best friends yet, but we will be.
Okay.
He just doesn't know it yet. He'll figure it out. Yeah, it's like, you talk about, we've been working on it for almost a year now. Doing shit that isn't just us playing Minecraft takes a long time.
With us.
I'm working on Achievement Hunter for 6 months now. The weird place, the Meow thing we're doing, that has been going on for 6 months, 7 months. It's crazy how long shit takes to actually get made when you're not just plugging in an Xbox. Next question.
Hey, I've heard of stories of people who were fans of Rooster Teeth and became part of your company, so...
These two losers right here.
Yeah.
Winners, right here. Sorry. I said the wrong thing. I meant winners. Look at these two winners.
Yeah, let's just say I want to be part of Rooster Teeth. I'm a huge fan. Do I apply somewhere, like on your website? Or...
That's exactly the place.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a careers page, and anytime we hire, and we have about 350 employees now, and I know we'll be continuing to hire, up for production.
There's a long list of open positions.
You're hiring for production?
All manner of things.
If it's up, it's on there.
we're about to do a purge, so we should have some sponsors.
I will tell you that it's there are a lot of people apply. It's very competitive, but yeah.
Very competitive.
I think it's important. I think the best resume I ever saw submitted was Adam Baird's. It was very clear to me when he applied that he had taken the time to customize the resume to the position and spent a lot of time filling it out. Very well put together, very easy to read, no mistakes. It was awesome.
I had Ryan Haywood do the same thing. Phenomenal resume.
Yeah.
And cover letter.
So spend time on it. Don't just send like a standard Microsoft Word template.
Yeah.
Spend fucking 5 minutes.
I'll see you on the other side then. I'll make sure to send the application.
I look forward to making fun of you on stage someday.
Yes, sir. No, he's working production.
Hello. Gus already answered this question, but
Let's ask it again.
Geoff,
Yes,
when you first started working at Rooster Teeth, how long did you think it would last? Also, I disagree with you about the crocodile thing. I think alligators are much more threatening.
You don't have to answer that question.
well, agree to disagree, I guess. When I...
How long do you think it will last?
Rooster Teeth? I don't know, like, how long did you think it would last? It was like a year.
Yeah, like our previous projects, like Ugly Internet lasted like 2 years.
Drunk Gamers
lasted like two and a half years.
So probably somewhere around there. I mean, we first came up with Red vs. Blue. It was only supposed to be 8 episodes?
6.
6 episodes? Yeah. It ended when Donna got the arm, I remember that.
Yeah, it was
That
supposed to
like-
be a Drunk Gamers bit.
Yeah.
And then we shuttered Drunk Gamers.
Yeah.
And
I don't think, I mean, I quit my day job. I was kind of forced to pick, actually. I didn't want to quit my day job. I was forced to pick, and I picked Rooster Teeth, which jury's still out on whether that was the right decision. That was about a year and a half in, so it's probably around then that I realized that, I had a really good job that I had to quit. So I guess about a year and a half in, I realized that it had legs. Yeah.
What was you doing?
Gus and I and Bernie all worked at a company called Telenetwork. And they offered me a vice presidency in the company if I quit doing Rooster Teeth. And so they said, you can be vice president of this company, but you gotta stop that Red vs. Blue shit, or you can fuck off.
Have you looked at what
So I fucked off.
the vice president that then came in after you, what he's doing now, like how he's doing?
Yeah, we were friends.
we're still all those guys. Yeah.
We were still friends with all those people. Yeah. And that company's doing very fucking well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually, I was kind of half joking when I said I don't know if I made the right decision. It was like 200, when I started there were like 25 people. When I quit there were about 250. I think there's like 2,000 employees now. They're doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Been following you guys for the longest. I think since the old glory days of Halo 1. All the way I loved you.
Thank you.
Anyways, last season, Geoff, how bad was your voice when you kind of filled in for everyone else since the storyline, they were doing their own thing, but it was just you?
Oh, when I had to do all the different characters?
Yes.
That's fine. I don't have that like problem. I guess maybe it's something with my register where I don't ever get hoarse or like I know Jack. Jack and I did some voice acting for an unannounced thing recently, and we were both in the booth for like an hour, and he couldn't talk for 2 days after. It was like, which was awesome. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I got a strong voice, I guess. Not a good one, but it's.
You probably don't train much for like Griff or either.
Yeah,
like,
not really.
You don't have yellow sun. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just figured that all of that work that you put into in that episode, I figured you had to have been suffering.
I suffered because I didn't want to do it, but then my vocal cords were okay. I had trouble doing Tucker. I can do a spoof of everybody but Tucker.
So if you guys were in a zombie apocalypse, what would be the first thing you want to do?
I need Gus.
No, I thought you were going to say that, except you're going to eat Jack.
I can't eat Jack. Jesus Christ. I lost my figure.
Is that because you're a zombie or because you just need meat?
Yeah, he was just as a human, he was going to resort to cannibalism immediately.
Gus, what would you do?
I don't know. Shoot myself.
Yeah. There's no winning.
Yeah. It's a notable. Just go out on top.
Yeah.
I think there wasn't there an article that came out that like because of like the actual deterioration of bodies that just last like the first 3 weeks.
We're talking about zombies, dude. I mean, we're really talking about like the deterioration of bodies. Like we're trying to take science into a fantastic concept.
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility.
Somebody tell Robert Kirkman that. They've been going for 100 fucking years and zombies still seem to be doing fine.
Howdy doodle, I'm Stephine, and I was wondering what is your most annoying fan experience?
Fan experience?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one. How can I tell this story in an offensive manner? I was at an event in Brisbane. We were at Supernova in Australia, and it was Jordan and I. We were there, and you meet all kinds of people. It's fine. I'm happy meeting anyone who enjoys our work. I'm super appreciative that anybody likes what we do. But this one guy came up and hadn't showered for a few days. He smelled a little bad. It's fine. I'm used to that. I can deal with that. So we signed some merch that he brought. Took some photos with him. Everything was fine. Then as he went to leave, he took a step away and he turned and looked at me and Jordan and said, "One of you guys really smells bad. You all need to take a shower." And I was like, "This motherfucker." I didn't say a goddamn thing to him. He's the one who stinks, and he's accusing us of stinking? I had to take a break after that. I was like, I just need a minute. I don't know. I don't know how to process this right now.
Yeah, I got a few. There's no way to tell some of these stories. So. One time at RTX, I was walking into RTX and I was on the phone, and somebody ran up to me and said, "Hey, Geoff, can you sign this thing for me?" And I went, "Just on the phone, just a second." And I was talking to Griffin or something that was important. And he goes, "Can you just sign this right now?" And I go, "I'm on the phone, just a second." And he shoved me. And I went, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he goes, "I just want you to sign this, man." And I went, "All right, sign it, walk on." He physically shoved me.
You signed it after he shoved you? Someone shoved that marker up his ass.
And the guy came all the way to RTX. I don't know where he's from. It probably cost a plane ticket. I didn't appreciate it. And he found me later in the event and apologized. But yeah, it was really bizarre.
That's really weird. Yeah.
I know.
I once had a guy, it was like that story that you told a while ago where a guy approached you in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the urinal, and I'm pretty sure the dude was staring at my cock. Like, he was staring at me the entire time I went to the bathroom, and I could feel his presence there. And he wanted to shake my hand as soon as I was done, like, hadn't even washed him yet.
If you see us in the bathroom, I mean, that's fine. Just like, exit the bathroom and wait for us after we've washed our hands. And,
That actually happens fairly often.
yeah, and that's fine. I mean, that's totally okay. And I think the other thing that I understand is I feel like a lot of times when people see me in public, they come up to me and say, "Hey, I know you hate talking to people, but I just want to say," like, I don't hate talking to people. It's totally fine. If you see me and you want to say hi, please do. I'm all for that, as long as I don't have my dick in my hand.
Or more often, somebody else's dick in his
Whatever,
hand.
right? If it's not a dick in my hand, you can come and say hi. It's totally fine.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate what you do.
Absolutely, thank you.
And to be clear, that those are the extreme situations.
Yeah.
We love interacting with you
Yes,
guys. And
absolutely.
anytime I get a tweet and someone's like, "I saw you, but I wasn't super comfortable coming and talking," just come
Just
on.
come on,
We
please.
love talking.
999,999 times out of a million, it's an awesome experience.
Yes, absolutely.
You.
I was wondering, have any of you or can any of you do a backflip?
Sir, I'm 42 years old.
Listen, it's hard enough for me to walk. So, I just got signaled that we have 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. The answer's no.
The answer is no.
No.
Sorry.
So we're gonna try to go through these as quickly as we can.
Okay, speed round.
I have 2 questions.
No, one. Take the best one and go with it.
Gus, what's wrong with you in Vegas?
We've explained this a million times. I just don't want to go that night. I had my contacts in. I wanted to switch the glasses. Next.
Playground.
Who's your favorite character to play, or voice, or...
Nerf.
Ruby. Next.
This is gonna suck.
No, here.
Yeah. What is the craziest fail you've seen on Fail of the Week?
I quit making that show like 4 years ago. I don't know. Whatever your favorite fail is,
That was
it's
it.
also mine.
All right, Geoff.
Yeah.
Awu, crossbow that shoots throwing axes, yes or no?
Yes. That's a video.
We have a lot of non-awesome people working for you. Do y'all do relocation services?
No, sorry.
Oh, we have.
You were? Oh,
We have.
I didn't think we did. Apparently I'm wrong.
Yeah, we have.
Don't tell that to the people I hired remotely in
Nobody tell Alfredo, but yes, we do
No,
that.
to be clear, I don't think it's a standard. It was something that I had to negotiate.
Playground.
Thank you, Blaine.
Knowing Gavin, why do you keep getting such weak desks?
Weak what?
Desks.
Oh.
Weak desks.
They're cheap. We're super cheap.
I mean, his new one's holding strong.
It's easier to buy in bulk.
Do you think Ryan messes with you in golf it so much because you're just not good at it?
No, and I'll tell you why, sir. Because the last golf I was in, he didn't mess with me, and I got second place and lost first place by 1 stroke. That's the only time I haven't been messed with in a golf, and I almost won. So I think that I'm awesome in golf. In the store.
What's it like working on the shows like Ruby and Red vs. Blue?
Nice.
It's okay.
I think it's a lot more work than people realize.
Somebody
There's-
get a clear cut of that audio and make that their text message.
I've never done 1 second of work on Ruby, so I couldn't tell you.
Alright, why did Michael stop the Rage Quit series?
He hated making it.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can only do something for so long before you just, like,
Yeah.
he ran out of, like, he did it to its entirety.
Yeah.
This question's for Geoff.
Okay.
Miley said when she wants to grow up, has Rooster Teeth ever come up?
Does Millie want to work at Rooster Teeth? No. She doesn't like what I do. She does want to work to be a YouTuber personality. She doesn't want anything to do with my company.
Smart.
Is there an actual answer to the question, why are we here?
42?
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.